introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Angela Parkinson from Legacy Exit Partners, which is a business that I started last year. I'm a business exit consultant. I sell services to both buyers of businesses and also retiring business owners that are actually looking to sell their business by showing them 13 different options on how best to exit at the lowest fees. And for buyers who want assistance on the buy side and how to actually value the business. And what brought me into this space is seeing that 80% of businesses don't actually sell, and why systemizing is important due to the what felt like endless conversations. I spoke to 400 brokers and sellers over a period of 6 months last year, and found the reasons why they don't sell. They all think they can leave at once and they don't have any systems in place. So I want to be able to help those business owners that are getting ready to exit, and don't need to pay the high fees to brokers so they can keep the cash flow in the business and then sell them to their employees. And the reason that I love employee ownership so much is because at the businesses across the US have gone from 25% ownership in private equity right through to 50%, and that number is too high. And private equity is now trying to take the last of the businesses across the country for themselves. And we all know what private equity does to businesses, like they did with Toys R Us and Sears. They promise returns for their investors, and if they don't meet those returns, the investors complain, and then to make sure that they can fix that, so that they're not the bad PE guys on the block, they basically dissolve those companies and force them into liquidation. That means that jobs are lost, and we've already seen over a 3-week period that 16 million jobs have already been lost as a result of AI. And I'm really passionate about getting the word out there to make sure that they don't all land into private equity and those jobs lost on top of what we're already going through. Employee ownership is a fantastic route for a business owner to be able to sell his business back to his employees, and he can do that in tranches through a trust. And I basically explain how all of that works. Thank you.
Great
Wow.
comments. Great comments.
Wow, that's something we all need to think about. We all have businesses, but no one thinks about an exit strategy. So thank you, Angela. That was awesome.
You're
And thank you
welcome.
for coming to our event and our show. So that was awesome. All right, drum roll. We're going to have our raffle. It's from Local Hive, and it's honey made in America. They have two, and actually it's Colorado, Clifton. And so they are our sponsors, and they're going to be a big part of Empower America. All right. So you want me to pick it up?
Okay, hold
Okay.
on.
He's trying to show you the box. Okay. All right. Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Okay.
All right. Drum roll. All right. So here we go. And for those watching online, we'll have a separate item for you. Okay. So Scott won the prize. Scott has a crowdfunding company where he raises money. It's a nonprofit, and he raises money for charities. So I will get in touch with him and let him know that he won. The other thing I would like you all to know is that, please, everyone, get in touch with me after this, and I'll be writing you all an email with all the gifts. Clifton's 30-day plan for emotional intelligence. We have another free book from Overston, and we'll be giving you tips for email marketing. So there'll be an email, and then my Facebook groups, and so that whenever we share these videos, you'll be able to see them real time. And then, of course, I'll send you a report as well. So thank you for coming on our show, and I'll let Elton wrap us
Okay.
up.
2 things before we close out. I'd like to hear from our sponsors, Clifton and Aaron, and last minute comments of what you think our audience may need to hear from you about. But I'll subtext your comments based on why EQ matters more than IQ, if you don't mind. Okay, whoever wants to go first.
Okay, I'll go.
All right.
There's I guess one of the things that I struggled with was, and I hate to put this tag on it, but it is a real thing, is toxic masculinity. And once I finally got down to the nuts and bolts of what I was going through, that's exactly what I was experiencing. And it's a hard thing to overcome. And if you notice that in the people that are surrounding you, or in either a friendship or a familiar relationship, it's not an easy thing, but have that discussion with that person, because sometimes they don't actually know that they're doing the things that they are. So have that discussion, talk to them about it. And okay, shameless promotion, give them my book.
That's right. That's right. Good observation. Good. Okay. Thanks for Clifton. Aaron.
Yep. So I think that IQ gets you in the door, but EQ is what helps you stay in the door. I think we probably have all come across somebody that may be brilliant, smart as a whip, but lacks the social skills. And I think that while IQ helps you get ahead at work, EQ is what holds your relationships together, especially your relationships at home. And I personally believe that our personal relationships, like our romantic relationships, have a bigger impact on our quality of life, which is why I choose to focus on emotional intelligence in the context of romantic relationships. And so I think emotional intelligence is what allows you to handle tough conversations without shutting down, to stay connected when emotions are running high, and to repair the conflict instead of running from them. And I think all of those are going to be vital if you're going to have healthy relationships, which is what we all crave, healthy connections with people. And so um, I think that your relationship can be your greatest source of peace or your deepest stressor. And so that's why, again, I focus on emotional intelligence in a context of romantic relationships, because when your relationship is solid and healthy, it makes everything else, parenting, careers, even your health, right, more manageable. So that is what I do. I am Erin F. Darden, a lawyer turned emotional intelligence coach and the founder of EQ for Love, where I specialize in helping individuals and couples build communication and emotional awareness skills that lead to better communication, deeper connection, and lasting love.
Wow, very good, Aaron. Very good. Appreciate that, Aaron Darden. Listen, let me say this to you all. We really appreciate you for being here. I think we were rewarded with your knowledge and your input, all of you. And you brought to us great insights to help us become the whole rounded, complete model of people that we are destined to be. I think God in his model for us chose that we can be the solution-oriented, go-to, intelligence-minded people that he had endeavored for us. You're amazing people. And whenever you have an opportunity, anytime that we can gather around smart people, we learn something. We learned something. All of you have benefited us greatly. We appreciate you, and we hope and pray that you are on your road to being all that you can be. Now, stay tuned to Brightside, Discover Brightside. We have some amazing programs going forward. We have Discover Empower America coming forward. It's going to be an incredible conference where we invite people from around all 50 states to share with us solutions that help us to empower each other and to share with one another and to help and without, beyond the gazes of disrespect. We are all about holistic approaches to being better people, all of us. And so when we can capture those elements, oh man, we're on our way to doing some great things, really great things, huh?
I want to make an announcement.
Okay.
So the book club is today, and I want to congratulate all my book authors. Another area that we want to open up is book reviews. So if each of you would write a review for each other, we will be able to get each of you as many reviews as possible. So we have 1,000 authors in our network, and imagine if all 1,000 authors write a review, you would have 1,000 reviews. So I'm going to be starting a marketing class. I haven't decided. I've been talking to Sue about this for a long time, but I will decide what time we're going to do that, where we will tool all our authors with the latest tricks and tips so that you all get better at marketing your books, because being a self-published author is very difficult. And Roger and I both can attest for this, being from advertising backgrounds, that Fortune 500 companies spend millions and millions of dollars to advertise. And so it's not a cheap deal to do marketing, because it takes a lot of money to make small results. So that's why we will use our expertise to share with you. For example, when you write a book, on your launch date, if you get 20 people to write reviews on the same day, you become an Amazon best-selling author. So things like that, we as a community have power, because we have a lot of people in our network, and we can provide those reviews. And so I need to build that skill set, so each of you are writing reviews for each other, so that we can all benefit from being in the book club. Another area is sharing ideas, like I'm going to put in like 10 tips for each of you to be able to market your books with ease. So stay tuned. We're working on that program, and actually Sue came up with that idea. And so we will program that, and I'll let you all know how that goes. And since we're doing Empower America and Empower Global in August for all our global people, so that Canadians don't get upset that we're only doing America, but we're doing both global and America. So August is global. And then Erin comes back. Wasn't she fantastic? So she's sponsoring September, where we do Empower Life. And Clifton will be very pleased to know this. We're going to go back and do more of emotional intelligence, because we did 3 days and we had 20 speakers, but I still think we need to do more. So that September event will have workshops, and we'll make it really special. We have time to plan for it. We have time to advertise, and we've already got our 20 speakers that are ready to go back to September. So we can keep building that audience. So stay tuned, and Erin and I will be meeting this weekend, and we will plan a fantastic September. So as Elton said, there's a lot going on. And Angela, if you're still here, or she left, we're doing prosperity right after that. And then the veterans, since Anne is here, is in November for Veterans Day. So I'll work with Anne on getting some special programming for veterans. And then Angela, I'll work with you on prosperity. So there's a lot happening with us, and we want you back. And if you have any difficulties with your book marketing, please email them to me, because I will address these in the training that I'm going to be providing everyone with, so that we can get stronger and market better with the books. So that's what's happening on our end. And I'd like to interview all of you for Empower America, because obviously we won't be able to have 100 people speak. We might do Zoom rooms, and then we can break out, into those rooms. But I'm going to need a lot of help. So if you want to volunteer and be a facilitator, let me know, so that we can plan this event. We were at a Juneteenth event with over 300 people, but it was a mess. They couldn't get the rooms going, and we were sitting there for hours before they could do it all. But they did eventually, and it was very nice. But we want to be very organized for our events. So I need all the help I can. So please volunteer or support me. And that's my spiel. All right.
Sue has a question. Come with it. Tell us.
Oh, and Sue is speaking tomorrow at 5. So for you, those of you who can come. Sue?
Take your mic off.
No, you have to
Unmute.
unmute. She's on her phone. Hold on.
Oh,
okay. Let me help you. Hold on. Okay. I can't do it on my end.
Okay.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go.
There
There you
you
go.
go.
Yay. Okay,
Yeah.
what were we talking about?
Okay.
What were we saying?
You're speaking tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Yes, I can't wait. And I'm going to share my new commercial with you.
Yay.
Okay,
All
okay,
right. So
okay.
everybody who can join back on, please come back.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Also, now I want you to do something for me. I want you to practice our Army gutter roll. All right. Just practice loud. Hooah, hooah, hooah,
Whoa.
Hoo-ah! How
hooah,
about my Navy one? How about the Navy?
Okay, whatever. I don't think I've heard that. Share it with us.
You got a Navy one?
Sellers away, my boy. There you go. I don't know what to say.
He
All
doesn't
right.
have
Well,
one.
we got Cliff is from the Navy too.
Okay,
What is
okay.
the Navy one? I'd like to hear the Navy one.
I don't think there is one.
Yeah, he's a
No,
baby. Okay,
no,
okay.
there's not.
Okay, so we're gonna close this out. We want to thank you, and we're gonna close it out with three Army gutter rolls. Hooah, hooah, hooah. I don't think they said it that loud, but let's say it real loud. Real loud. Ready, set, hooah, hooah, hooah,
Hoo-ah!
hooah. Yeah, those sounds will be with you. Those sounds will be with you. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you all. We pray that you have a great weekend. Be with us tomorrow if you can, but stay tuned. Discover Brightside. We're going to be doing some great and amazing things, and we want
Woo!
you to be a part of them.
Rock and
Especially,
roll.
yeah, Discover America. Come on. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Be well now. Godspeed.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and America's doing 249 years. All right. Bye.
Enjoy.
249 years. Bye.
All right.